One, Carlos Montoya isn't just one to shy away from drama, and that was made crystal clear when his explosive reaction to his partner's infidelity, well, it took over the television screen and then it made it onto the internet. It became a meme and it blew the world away. Now, his emotional meltdown that began with the, now legendary words, Montoya, por favor!
¡Montoya! ¡Yo te amo! ¡Montoya, por favor! ¡Yo te amo!
Well, it's left fans questioning if this moment was in fact real. They're saying someone wrote it into a script and this guy is gonna get a Golden Globe or an Oscar. Now here's the exact moment when Montoya actually lost it, and fans, well, they went into a frenzy over his emotional outburst. There's kids on TikTok recreating it, people finding out what por favor means. The whole world is obsessed. Now this viral moment, it occurred on La Isla de la Tentacion, which is the Spanish reality version of Temptation Island. Now here, couples, they're separated and tested by temptation, which means a whole lot of singles who are ready to get it on. Now Montoya and his partner Anita Williams, well, they've been dating for about a year before joining the show, which was meant to test their relationship. However, things, they took a turn when Montoya, he discovered his partner cheating with another man. And I'm telling ya, it wasn't a round of applause, but there was a lot of clapping going down. Now, when he was played the video footage of everything that happened, well, that's what led to his dramatic response. But was the whole thing in fact scripted? Well, a lot of fans seem to think so, and we're going to discuss all that here in this video. But we've got a few other news stories to get through. We've got the Delta plane crash, which took place here in Toronto, and that one left air traffic controllers in shock, as well as many people in the sick. I've got good news, Drake was not on the plane. Now, we also have the Love is Blind Season 8 major criticism because, well, they're saying it's the whitest season yet. Also, we got the self-proclaimed serial killer who was sentenced to 161 years in prison because the guy, he said that he was the new Michael Myers. Looks a whole lot like Boom Gang to me. But our top story, of course, it is about Montoya, por favor. These videos have been blowing up here on Famous News. Thank you guys for all the support, the new subscribers. Here we got more coming for you. Now the story is if this whole scandal, this whole crazy reaction was actually real or was it staged? Now we got all the details on all these viral moments, so sit back and enjoy this episode of Famous News. So as Montoya's meltdown went viral with millions of memes flooding social media, well, many viewers began questioning whether the moment was scripted. Now the phrase Montoya por favor, it quickly became a meme sensation, but some fans, they believe that the whole scenario was orchestrated for TV drama. I mean, they might have found his girlfriend Anita on the corner, you know what I mean? Now despite these accusations, well, the show claims that it is unscripted and all the emotions and events are the real deal, but social media thinks otherwise. Now one viewer, they tweeted, "This Montoya reality show thingy looks hella scripted right now. I need it off my timeline immediately." Now another fan, they chimed in, "This Montoya show is really staged. As hilarious as Montoya's performance is, this is clearly staged for the sake of reality TV. Montoya deserves an Oscar." So I'm not the only one saying it. Now, despite some fans' skepticism, well, the producers of La Isla de la Tentacion, well, I can't say it. It's like XXX Tentacion. Anyway, they've maintained that this show, it is in fact unscripted. All the events that unfold are actually happening naturally. You know, that footage of them getting it on in the sheets. Now you have confirmation that that clapping was in fact their two bodies being smashed together. However, the participants, they are public figures who have appeared on similar shows before. So it's understandable why some believe that they may be playing it up to the cameras. Essentially, if you want to go on a reality TV show, they've kind of predetermined if you're someone who's going to go the extra mile and give them the ratings. If you're actually going to go freaky deaky or rip open your shirt and cry like a baby. So was this shocking reality TV moment the best one of the year? Or is it just another carefully choreographed viral stunt? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Speaking of reality TV, our next story is all about Love is Blind Season 8, which is actually the whitest season ever. People are posting memes. Like, all these guys look like they're gonna sell you a car. All white dudes, all white chicks. Yeah, no flavor. Now, Love is Blind, it's always had its fair share of drama, but this season, well, viewers are calling out a glaring issue, which is the lack of diversity. Now, with a mostly white cast, and people are calling this political ignorance on full display, well, Love is Blind Season 8 is facing some serious criticism for its missed opportunity to represent the diversity of the Minneapolis area. So I guess they're doing it based on location. I didn't know that show did that. I guess that makes sense. But serious, Minneapolis is like, I think it's like Chicago. It's like a very diverse place. I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer was from there, right? Or is that Minnesota? Same thing. Anyway, just saying, Jeffrey Dahmer was eating people of all different colors. Why is this show gotta be so white? Oh, that was terrible. Okay, so more on this story. Well, Love is Blind Season 8, it takes place in Minneapolis, which has a significant population of Black, Asian, and multicultural residents. Despite this, the episode 1 through 6, it features only a handful of people of color, and their stories remain largely in the background. Now, critics, they've pointed out that the season appears to highlight most white singles, with a few people of color, they're kind of pushed to the background, and they're like the emotional support figures to the white contestants. Yikes. Now, while the show has been praised in the past for its diversity, Love is Blind Season 8 has received backlash for its lack of depth in, representing people of color. I know myself, when I watch a reality TV show, I like a little bit of color. I like some of those guys with swagger. You know what I mean? They got the charm and the charisma and the talent the white boys just don't bring to the table. Plus, if we get into some of the girls on reality TV, I mean, some of the girls that were African American, they were the feistiest villains. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, people have been going over season 8, episodes 1 through 6 with a fine-toothed comb, and they're basically saying that the people of color are pushed to the back, they're in love triangles or emotional support figures. The whole thing's gone real white. Now, one user on Twitter, they stated, Love is Blind Season 8 is basically the whitest reality show I've ever seen. It's 2025, why is this still happening? Another added, this season feels so out of touch with reality. It's 2025 and we're still pretending to be colorblind. Come on. Now, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. I'm sure Love is Blind can look at who's watching the show, and it's probably a lot of Midwestern moms. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really watch it. We watch a lot of reality TV show, but we watch cooler stuff like The Challenge or Survivor. All of these are very ethnically diverse, and more so each and every year. Now, viewers have noted that while the cast was initially promoted with people of color, the stories have been underdeveloped, leaving fans feeling frustrated. Essentially, Black is being pushed to the back. So what do you think? Is this a whole mix-up, or did the show lean into who's watching it and actually just go for, a whiter crew or a whiter cast? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Now, we got 4 news stories here, so I want to keep this moving. We got chilling audio from the Delta plane crash, which revealed the horrific moment in the air in the cockpit as the plane was flipping upside down and then catching on fire. Delta Flight 4819, well, it wasn't just another routine flight, and that became painfully clear when the plane crash landed at Toronto Pearson International Airport, about 45 minutes from where I filmed these videos. Now, audio from the moment of impact, it reveals the terrifying words, upside down and burn it. And that's as air traffic controllers, they reacted in real time. Now, here's the exact moment when the air traffic controllers got the shocking news that the Delta plane was upside down and burning on the runway. You can hear them saying, "Oh my God." Now, I, for one, living not far from the airport, Pearson, I fly out of there every time I fly anywhere. Well, we've been covered in snow. So is most of the northern part of North America. But on February 17th, things were just a little too dicey or icy. Delta Flight 4819, it departed from Minneapolis. Perhaps it was checking out Love is Blind. And then it crash landed at Toronto Pearson Airport as it came to land. Now, there's been plenty of videos on social media revealing the extent of the crash, and there's the chilling audio from the air traffic control. It sets things to a whole different level. To hear people reacting in real time, yikes. It's like that guy in Breaking Bad when his daughter died. You know what I mean? It's seriously that bad. Thankfully, no one died. Can you believe that? Like, this plane with 76 passengers and 4 crew members. Now, 1 person passed away, and this is a plane that ended up upside down and on fire. Now, 18 passengers were treated for injuries, but the majority walked away unharmed. Now, the investigation continues as authorities gather more information, with some conflicting reports about the runway's condition. Now, like I said, I live here. I've been shoveling snow for 5 days. I couldn't even get my truck out of the driveway. Landed a plane in that kind of condition. I'm sure they have all the icing and the warming of the roads or whatever they got to do, but still, it was crazy out there. I'm not shocked to see it. Now, one Twitter user shared, "Can't believe this Delta crash wasn't worse. Lucky to have so many survivors. Grateful to the first responders." Another tweeted, "I've never been so shocked by a crash, but so thankful that everyone got out on the plane alive." Authorities have confirmed that there were no fatalities and the crash was due to poor weather conditions, as initially speculated, and the runway was believed to be dry, though one passenger described seeing a big fireball. Investigations are ongoing. I heard a story about a baby being on this flight. Anyway, I'm just thankful to report no one passed away. Probably something to do with Love is Blind though, right? How did that was like, I never talk about Minneapolis. Here we got it twice. All right, our final news story is about a serial killer who likened himself to Michael Myers. I think I said Mike Myers or Charles Manson in the intro. Regardless, this guy's locked away for 261 years. His real name, Joshua Dotson, and well, he wasn't one to shy away from his disturbing claims, and that was made painfully clear when he was comparing himself to the infamous Michael Myers. He ain't like one of those guys on TikTok who wears the outfit and makes some dances. No, this guy was going around killing people. He's now pled guilty to multiple murders, and Dotson's fate, well, it's been sealed with a staggering 261 years behind prison bars. Now, the reason why this is making so many headlines is that this guy, when in court, he went on to make the chilling self-description that he was Michael Myers or Michael Myers inspired while sitting in the courtroom. And this, of course, it sent ripples across the legal world. Now, Joshua Dotson's spree of terror, it began back in 2019 and ended shortly thereafter in 2020 when he shot and killed his ex-girlfriend, Jamisha Thompson, and as well as their unborn child. Now, the 24-year-old was already facing a long sentence when he admitted to the murder of 3 other victims: Divian Parker, Renita Bennett, and Reginald Anderson. Now, after his initial conviction for the brutal killing of Covson Dotson, well, he pleaded guilty to 3 other murders. Now, his sentence more than doubled, leading to 5 consecutive life sentences. The chilling part, well, Dotson referred to himself as a serial killer and repeatedly compared himself to Michael Myers during his court testimony. Now, he even tried to diminish the memory of his victims in court, calling his ex-girlfriend a sex worker. Now, one person tweeted, "I'm still in shock that this young guy is comparing himself to Michael Myers. Like he's actually delusional." Another commenter added, "The fact that Dotson thought he'd get away with this, disgusting. Glad he's behind bars for good." And seriously, for good is an understatement. It will be 2,250, something like that. 280. This guy ain't making it. Even if they like freeze people, AI takes over your body, no chance you'll be seeing this guy. Ever. I mean, when it's 260 plus years, just give him the death sentence. Give it to him in 100 years. I don't care. Why go further than a lifespan? Now, his claims of being inspired by a fictional character, they don't negate the brutality of his crimes. And the court has taken a firm stance by sentencing him to a ludicrous 261 years. Yeah, imagine that. You're holding on to a hair of hope. I'm gonna get out of here one day. Nah, not on this planet. Although they might be shipping off convicts to Mars, right? Elon Musk, he wants to populate the solar system. And if they got to go any further than Mars, like Saturn, I guess you're going to have a hard time finding people that'll go. It'll take about 261 years to get there. So maybe he'll have another shot. Probably unlikely, right? Because he'll kill them all on the plane, or he'll kill them all when they wake up there. I don't know, just saying. Plus, he's got face tattoos. Do we need those people in outer space? They shouldn't be here as it is. All right, guys, that's a lot of stories and I'm starting to ramble. My name is Michael McCrud. Thanks for checking out this episode of Famous News. If you like these videos, be sure to give us a follow, subscribe. I'm dropping these as often as I can. We're also on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. I'll see you guys in another video.